All right, welcome back to College Volleyball Weekly. We've got our bonus content with our consortium
Bonus!
of college or coaching intelligence back with us again. We're going to start off with our top performers of week 5, and we'll go with Dan on this one. Oh, the emoji icon has been used again. Thumbs
All
up by Coach Friend.
right, so I've got Reese Devil Bliss from Ohio State. Had a couple really nice back-to-back nights. I think he was 12 kills, hit 688, and then 15 kills and hit 560 against ultimately St. Francis and Penn State. So certainly he had a great performance for the Buckeyes and securing 2 wins for them back-to-back nights, and that was really neat to see. And so and then I got some other ones that are more just single nights. Like Joel from Irvine had a great night against Concordia, hitting 463 with 22 kills. You saw Gabby have a great first night against Santa Barbara with 18 kills, 10 digs, 3 aces, and those are a couple other guys just to mention. Those are outside of my own guys. I had a couple guys I thought were there pretty good as well. So
like yourself, that's all, you're on there, right?
Yeah. But all I want to you guys talk about my guys.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to mention Mads Jensen only because from UCLA, the 6'9" setter, lefty kid, freshman, in a big match against Long Beach at their place. It's always fun to see young guys figuring out. So a little quick shout out to Mads. The 2 guys that I got, first of all, I'm going to go with Ryan Kuhn, and that's Dan's guy. The guy hit 540 on the weekend, and during our match, I think for the weekend, he had almost 6 point per set average.
Yeah.
Kid is legit, 6'9", built like a truck, jumps well, and he's real wiry. So, you're going to see that guy probably play, as they say on Sundays in the future on TV. I would be not surprised by that. Here's the one, though. Angelos Mandalaris from Barton University. When we were watching Barton play against Lewis, obviously he was the guy that they were going to a little bit. But the next night against Loyola, he had 25 kills, 4 errors on 55 attempts. I think the last 15 attempts were out of 18 sets in the third game, and hit 382 for the weekend. That kid was a one-man wrecking machine against Loyola. In fact, there was a moment in game 3 where Loyola had set point and was going to move on, and we were all in the window area, seating area above watching. The Loyola team had hit a ball. Barton made a dig, and literally the libero steps up. He's about 5 feet from the opposite. So everyone in the gym goes, it's going out to this guy. Just stack your blockers over here. The libero made a crazy set to the left side. The ball was going over the net and out of bounds. Clearly, all you had to do was just let it go. Loyola wins a set. We move on to set 4. Mm-hmm. Their opposite goes up, nets on the overpass swing, gives the point back to Barton, and immediately 2 things happen. Everyone on Loyola's side looks at him and just kind of goes, what are you doing? And then everybody on Barton's side literally ran up to the libero and said, hey, dummy, that's the horse. Set that guy. And the kid never said anybody else the rest of the match. Everyone knew it was going the opposite. So this Greek kid is just lighting people up, and he's a lot of fun to watch. And if you ever get a chance to watch Barton, that's a kid you should definitely get a chance to check out.
Excellent. Hey, so I'm going to jump onto this bandwagon because he's just been so good all season. And I'm going to go with Gabby Garcia Fernandez. And yeah, he had a stellar first night against BYU with the 18 kills, 0 errors, 529. And we're saying, oh, you just got 12 kills on the next night, but they also chipped in 4 aces, 10 digs, 2 solo blocks, And then he goes back at match point and rips the winner. And had such just a phenomenal night at Smith Fieldhouse for the fans in attendance. Because if you're watching, you can just hear how loud that place is going. And anyone that's been in there, that place is just deafening when the crowd is on. Yeah. So BYU's Gabby Garcia Fernandez or BYU's GGF, Gabzilla. I can't get it trending, but he is a monster in himself. So
you got to do more marketing there, Rob. You got to get that thing trending, man. Come on.
Well, but you guys are just way too much eye candy for the video. So it's like they look at you guys, which, by the way, bonus content will be the image of Jay's modeling career on one of these social media platforms. His American Eagle.
Just a caveat to that. I was 21 years old and about 50 to 75 pounds lighter than I am now. Just take it easy on me, social media. That's all I ask. I did not post that. My wife posted that, and I didn't want her to.
And we love her for it.
Yeah. So do I.
All right. Hey, let's close out with the matches to watch next week. And did we start with Jay last time, or are we going with Dan? Who feels like
Go
they
with
got
Dan. I'm all good.
And I don't want to. I think Jay is going to talk a little bit about the Big West Big Ten Challenge, so I'll skip to a couple other matches. You got Pep at Stanford. I think that's an intriguing one for me. I think you got. Where is Stanford's health at? Ultimately, we've seen Lube in setting. I'm not sure what's going on with the Bishop. So to me, two teams that are kind of in that mid-range ranking area, somewhere between 8 and 11 or wherever that's going to fall out. And so I think it'll be an interesting match and kind of see the Stanford kind of get back into the winning ways in terms of that. And so and then I think UCI travels to Hawaii, Irvine. So Rob, your team, and I want to see kind of if you look at BYU and Hawaii, just a little side note here. So BYU is 7-0 against ranked teams. Hawaii is 1-0. Okay. And I'm not discrediting Hawaii because they're a great team, but I think BYU's schedule already speaks for itself in terms of how many ranked teams they've played so far. Yeah, and Irvine's going to go there and kind of challenge Hawaii. I'm curious to see as Hawaii gets into a little bit tougher of a schedule, how this kind of plays out a little bit.
Yeah. That's a really good point, Dan. Hawaii scheduled some teams that maybe are not as high quality as the teams that BYU has scheduled so far. And, if anybody's questioning why BYU should be number one, take a look at the schedule, because I think that's what people are looking at that are putting them ahead of Hawaii for sure.
Yeah. The matches I'm watching, definitely the UCLA at BYU is one that's got me. Because, Espero is figuring things out with Hawks there for the Bruins. And, if they've dialed into a good lineup and they're clicking, and if they get up for this match at BYU, and Espero likes to play up there. And that's when he brings – his teams come out in the big moments. So, I think it's Smith Fieldhouse would be the place for this UCLA team to prove what they're worth and show that they've got the talent that people have been chatting about. I'm definitely watching the Outrigger tournament as well, just because not only is because UCI is out there, but what you guys said, the team that UCI saw in the exhibition matchup in October for Hawaii was totally different now. Stewart has stepped in and setting responsibilities, and as I think we said in 2 episodes ago, someone has shown a chink in the Hawaiian armor, and it's shown that they could be beatable. So UC Irvine is trending upward. Static serve is getting a little better. You're seeing better swings from Seconda and Schneidmiller. And, they got new libero in. AJ Faley has stepped in really nice and played some good defense. So those are the matches I'll be watching this week.
Quick question before we get to mine. Excuse me. Has anybody figured out what's going on with Kofi yet? Why he's not playing?
I think he had a concussion.
Yeah, I heard that too. Which is a bummer. The concussion protocol, I know it's needed, but man, it's a bummer that injury had to happen.
Yeah, no, it's a shame. Speedy recovery, Kobe. Hope you're doing well. All right, so the two that I'm going to watch, Dan touched upon it before, the Big West Big Ten Challenge, Santa Barbara at Penn State. Both teams went over this weekend. However, they're not over against tough, crappy teams. They're played very, very tough teams. And I'd like to see which one of those two teams comes out, because I think, again, it's a story of quick versus big and strong. Penn State's a pretty big physical team. I know that Dan and those guys matched up really well against each other, and that was a blow-for-blow type match. I'd like to see what Santa Barbara does against Penn State and see if their quick style of offense can handle what Penn State's got coming at them. So I'm going to be watching that one for sure. The next one I'm going to watch is actually two teams that is getting some recent pub and for the right reasons. That's Princeton versus NJIT. Princeton is ranked, I think, top 10 in the country right now, which is fantastic. Sam's done such a nice job there. But Danny Goncalves at NJIT is building that program to be a foreign powerhouse And he's got a couple of guys on that team that go home and they play on their national teams in the summertime.
Right.
He's got a really great little setter named Roque Nito, who's doing a great job distributing the ball. That's going to be the battle for New Jersey and bragging rights in that state. And I'm telling you right now, I would not be surprised if it goes 5. I'm not going to make a prediction because they're both my friends, but let's just say a team from New Jersey is going to win that match.
Hey, good job.
Well, so Roque Nito is the current ABCA Player of the Week. And, watching the Player of the Week awards for this season, you realize 3 of the 4 weeks are Puerto Ricans. And with Gabby's performance, there's a chance we could have another. So Puerto Rico giving some talent here in our men's NCAA D1-2 volleyball this year.
Yeah, without question.
So with that closes out our bonus content of College Volleyball Weekly. Thanks to Jay Hosack and Dan Friend. Again, great insight. And I love the perspectives across the nation that you guys are providing. Gosh, it is going to be conference play week for some of your conferences, it looks like. PFW, Loyola is going on. I just saw that. And, there's already been some EIVA conference matches. So conference officially starts for Big West next week. So we'll be going chatting about our conference matches, which is going to be just a dogfight in each one, it sounds like. So thanks again, gentlemen. Look forward to chatting with you next week. And have a great rest of your days.
All right.
See ya.
Thanks. Okay.